I been missing out the walk with the men. I been building up the blocks like a man. Elliot got water dripping out the city. Oh my God, boy he got a Glock. Oh my God, boy that boy on top. Sipping walk, make my heart stop. All these hoes, yeah my love my thigh. Yo, all let go, put her on roll, put that whole payroll, put that whole on go. Yeah she like to go, yeah she love to blow. Get that dick so, like a snow cone. Yo, get that bag, show 'em how to ball. I'm in the mall, yeah I'm saying. Give me a minute, yeah I need a minute, I'm in a minute, I'm in a minute, I'm gonna tell you, hey, Cardi B and Pippin, Cardi B and kick the shit in, yo, give me a minute, yeah.
Yo, what's good? You already know what it is. It's DGE, Dolphin Gang Entertainment. It's your boy DG. And we back with another live stream, man. Another live stream right before the draft. The draft is on Thursday, so I'll probably be back on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm trying to cover all rounds. Each player, I'm trying to cover them. Each player. As soon as they come in, I'm right there. I'm right there, man. But hey, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Y'all help me get to that 10K. That 10K is on its way. Y'all go get y'all merch at DGmerchandise.com. The link is down below. Please support the channel. We got these fire shirts coming out. Let me try to search it up real quick for y'all. Fire shirts. I already put in an order myself. I'm gonna show y'all. DGmerchandise.com. Forgot the E. Let's see. Hold on real quick. I don't know why my page not loading up. I think it's because my designer's working on it right now. I think that's why. That's crazy, man. I was gonna show y'all the new shirts, but hold on. Okay, that's better, I guess. Okay, let me share the website. I hit them up. Just to make like a few adjustments on the website. It don't look too bad. It don't look too bad. I mean, it's whatever. I'm not gonna complain. I might make a few adjustments here or there. We gonna see. You see, she got the Lakers champion shirt. I got the Miami Dolphins 1972 Super Bowl shirt on. So we got everything that you would need, man. We got everything. Let me try to show y'all the shirts that y'all really need to see. You see, this just came out. I got this shirt on right now. I got this shirt. Nice, comfy fit. I wear it to the gym most of the time. Let me see. I think it's on the 4th page. Should it be on the 4th page? Yeah. I think it is 4th or 3rd page. Yep, not on here. We don't only got Dolphins, we got most NFL teams. I still got to add some more. Still got to add some more. Yeah, but these are shirts, man. These gonna take me to the top, man. I have a good feelings about these shirts. I ain't drop them just yet. I'm waiting until my order come in. Once my order come in and I know it's official, boom, I'm gonna drop it. I might y'all go follow me on Twitter. Um, I might drop like 10 free ones. Just so it could blow up. And I got a lot of people wearing it. I think this one's gonna take me there, man. This one's gonna take me there. But yeah, man. If you want to put an order, you could put an order in, but I want to make sure that I have it first, just so I can let y'all know, and like if it's official or not, you know. But yeah, these gonna sell out, man. These gonna sell out, man. Y'all go check out the shop, man. Show support. I'm continuously putting new designs on the shop consistently, man. I'm gonna definitely wear this during the games this year. Catch me at the games. I'll probably wear it to training camp. Get some exposure. You know, even if y'all share the link on your Twitter, on your Instagram, it could definitely help me out with the channel. Most definitely, man. But we got some good stuff in the store, man. I'm not gonna lie, we got some good stuff. We got Commanders version right here, 5, pretty decent. I'm gonna try to find some Commander fans, Panthers. We got everything you need. Buccaneers. We got dumb boys on here. But yeah, man, I just wanted to go over that before we go over the topic today. Before we talk about Dolphins, I wanted to go over this Shannon Sharp situation, man. I really want to go over it, man, because I heard the audio of the phone call of him and the female, and I'm shocked. I'm shocked, man. Shannon Sharp, he might lose everything after what I heard. He might lose everything, man. But let's check out the video that he posted before the audio of him and the girl came out. Let's check out what he said on Twitter. He released this, like 10 hours ago.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men.
So Shannon Sharp feel like he getting set up right now. That's how you feel like, but I don't think it's a setup, like the girl, she coming for a lot of money. A lot of money. Shannon Sharp, he might go broke after this. I'm not even gonna lie. He might go broke, but she has good proof. Once we hear the audio after this, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about.
And I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting...
$50 million, man. $50 million, bro. As soon as you come up, man, they after you, dog. You can't enjoy your money in peace. You can't. I feel bad for Shannon a little bit, but once you hear the audio, y'all gonna understand. Y'all definitely gonna understand.
Is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
Not one time did he say that I did not do that. I feel like he's expecting everything that's about to come out about this situation. So I think there's some validity in regards to what the female coming out and saying. Based off this audio I'm about to play for y'all. Shannon, I'm disappointed, man.
Like,
Was not expecting this from you, Shannon. Was not expecting this right here, fam. Come on, man. You better than this, Shannon. You better than this, man.
like, I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like.
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What? What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
What?
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you.
What's going on? What's going on? Let me know. What you going through right now? Let me know. Man, Shannon Sharp, he can't catch a break, bro. He cannot catch a break. Crazy.
Want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you.
And that's Shannon Sharp for sure. That's him for sure. He better not come out and say this AI, this was not him. He better not come out and say that. Better not.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's scared of him. She's scared of him. She ain't say nothing after that. Look, she ain't say nothing after that because he did it before. She know that he will do it.
Fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you.
Hold on.
Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you.
That boy said, "Oh Lord, have mercy." Man, come on, this is not a good example for the kids, We supposed to be looking up to you. I can't look up to this right here. I can't.
If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you.
Wow.
Thank you.
She not saying nothing.
Okay.
This whole time, y'all thinking that Shannon Sharp gay, but actually, he be hitting all these females. I knew that from the jump, man. Especially after that video that leaked of him in the bedroom with another female. I knew it. I'm like, yeah, on that. Most definitely, man. And on top of that, he got money, successful, former NFL player, Hall of Fame. So he definitely gonna get attention. Definitely go get attention. But at the same time, he could get caught up. And look, he on a phone call with Jane Doe. I think that's her name. I heard that she's an OnlyFans, 19 years old. You too old to be messing with these young females. Way too old. Way too old.
Well, I don't.
You're not saying nothing.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yeah.
Y'all heard her? I don't want to be choked, so it happened before. Come on, You putting your hands on females, man? I could have sworn he said that he don't put his hands on females. I could have sworn he said that. Could have sworn, man. So this is crazy coming from Shannon Sharp, bro. Crazy, man.
You do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Man. This your uncle, right? Y'all can either choose him or Charleston White. Either one of them boys. Him or Charleston White. But yeah, man, y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about that situation with Shannon Sharpe. You know, more stuff should be coming out about it as well, so we got to keep a lookout on that. Definitely got to keep a lookout on that. Let me see what I got for y'all next. We just going to be up to date in regards to the Dolphins, what moves that we can make in this draft, all that, man. You know, if you got any questions, let me know in the comments. I might drop the link. Man. But let's check this out.
Let's talk about Miami, because they have had their issues since Dan Marino.
Yep.
And you look at all the things that have gone on.
Key players traded last 14 months. Ryan Tannehill, Laramie Tunsil, Minka Fitzpatrick. The list go on and on.
Their issues since Dan Marino.
Why do we always do this? Why? It makes no sense. It makes no sense, man. We got no stability on this team, man. No stability.
And you look at all the things that have gone on.
Robert Quinn, Kenny Stills, Kiko Alonso, Kenyon Drake. There's more than this. Way more than this.
On other notable players they've traded in the last 14 months. Robert Quinn went to the Cowboys. He's since moved on. Kenny Stills was part of the Laramie Tunsil trade.
Robert Quinn, he was actually good. I'm not even gonna lie, he was actually a good DN. Kenny Stills and whatever. Kiko Alonso, we traded him at the right time when he was regressing. Kenyon Drake, you know, he was actually a nice running back. I feel like, I don't know, man. He wasn't like a bell cow, but he was a good change of pace running back that we had on the Dolphins.
Kiko Alonso to the Saints, Kenyon Drake. They have picks in the next 2 drafts. They have 5 first-round picks and 4 second-round picks. So they have the draft capital to do essentially whatever they want. But the Dolphins, well, when they had Dan Marino, they didn't really worry about much. But they haven't had Dan Marino since
21 starting quarterbacks, man. 21. You look at the Green Bay Packers, you know, Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love, Brett Favre, stability. You know, we're not going back and forth over there. But here in Miami, we can't maintain one quarterback. Can't maintain it. Even when we had it in our backyard, Lamar Jackson, we still ain't look at it. Still ain't look at it, man.
He retired before the 2000 season. That's 21 different starting quarterbacks.
Sad.
And they've only drafted 1 quarterback in the first round, Ryan Tannehill, 8th overall, and now he's signed to be the Tennessee Titans quarterback.
Oh, this was before Tua signed.
Kept taking them to the AFC Championship game, and their 149 and 171 record, only 7 winning seasons. Ryan Fitzpatrick, we know, is there, the bearded lunatic from Harvard, but could this be the spot where Tua Tagovailoa comes off the board?
Man, I remember this day right here, man. I remember. You know, I was sitting here thinking, like, man, we got the next Drew Brees. We got the next Drew Brees. You know, I was kind of scared of Justin Herbert, but at the same time, it was just like, I thought both of them boys would be, like, pretty good quarterbacks. You know, but Tua with the injury history, yeah, man. This is saddening to see right here, because when I was watching the draft, I thought we was making the right choice, but all along, look where the team at right now, man. So we're going to go over Tua in a little bit, you know, with his new look, I guess. You know, I knew he was going to come back smaller. I knew it. I had a feeling.
There you see Tua's family getting set to hopefully hear their name. Let's go back to...
There goes his little brother. Not even in the NFL no more. Done. Gone. I think he in the CFL or something like that.
Kurt Warner from the NFL Network and our Hall of Famer. Kurt, Tua Tagovailoa. We know about the health issues. The Dolphins once passed on Drew Brees with health issues. What do you think of Tua here?
Well, I would love the Tua pick right here. I think when you're at this spot in the draft, you're at the number 5 pick, you say to yourself, do we feel there is a transcendent player at the quarterback?
I wonder what this guy was thinking. I wonder what he was thinking, man.
Quarterback position if you do not have one. When I look at across the board, who's out here in this draft class, Tua to me is the only guy I see that say this guy could be transcendent. Now I understand the injury issues. How do you feel about those injuries issues? Do you feel there's another guy that is that transcendent guy where you could jump over Tua to get someone else? But I love the Tua pick right here. I think he's got the potential to be a really
This guy right here, man. This guy be causing me headaches. I'm not even gonna lie. Headaches, bro. But hey, this year might be his last year, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
really special quarterback at the next level.
All right, now there's a shot of Chris Greer, who was with the Dolphins in 2006 when, as a unit, Louis Riddick, they decided to pass on Drew Brees because they didn't clear his shoulder. They went with the safer pick in Dante Culpepper, and let's just say we all know how that worked out. Drew Brees is still going strong and setting records for the Saints. As an organization, Louis, you've been in these meetings. There's a medical issue. How do you weigh the medical versus the talent?
Yeah, it's all about managing risks, right? It's all about future performance projection. And a bunch of the future performance projection as far as Tua is concerned is, first, is he going to be on the football field? And I think when you're picking in the top...
Definitely wasn't that. Most definitely.
Top five here, obviously you're going to be a little bit cautious as far as saying, hey, look, we don't even know if he's going to make it to a second contract, okay? We don't know if he's going to do that. But maybe in that first contract, he just sets the world on fire. And if we get lucky and he does learn how to get the ball out of his hands faster and take care of himself, we may have that generational guy. We may have that lefty that we put in the same category as the Steve Youngs and Jim Zorns of the world when they played in the NFL. So let's just see if they go ahead and they throw caution to the wind and make the pick, or do they back off?
Well, listen, the great Spanish philosopher Santayana said those who do not remember history are destined to repeat it. So we'll see what happens here. If that's the case, again, the pick is not in yet. But as we go through this process of looking about what Tua may bring to the Dolphins, if it is indeed him, let's go back to Mel. Mel, listen, we've been through this, and we know we're in a weird situation here with the medical, and you can't really get your hands on these guys. If this was a normal run-up to the draft, would this be as much of an issue as it is right now?
Probably not, Trey. And I think you look at it, he wouldn't be there at 5 if it weren't for the injury. They would have had to trade up to get him, but the
Imagine trading up for Tua. Imagine. I'll be more mad if that was the case. Way more mad.
offensive tackle's interesting. And then do you circle back and get a quarterback at 18 if you pass on Tua and Herbert? This is a fascinating pick. We've been talking about it seems like, for 2 months every day.
Yeah, listen, it's going to be interesting. So, again, the Dolphins have the capital to do whatever they want here. Again, this is the first of their 3 picks in the first round. And there's still about 7 minutes to go. Oh, wait, we're hearing.
You wasted all those 3 picks, man. All of it. All of the picks. What happened to those 3 picks? What happened? If you got 3 first-round picks, that's like the NFL giving you a ticket to go to the Super Bowl, pretty much, if you make the right choice. If you move correctly in the first round, get the right players, you could get to the Super Bowl. Most definitely. Austin Jackson, you know, he always injured. Tua, always injured. Noah, he not even on the team no more. So it just we fumbled all those picks pretty much. The first 3 picks, we fumbled all of them. All of them.
And now the pick is in. Let's go to the commissioner and see what happens.
With the 5th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select.
Don't do it. Please. Goodell, don't do it, please. Don't say it. Wait. Let me go back in time and let y'all know who we really gonna get. Jordan Love or Justin Herbert. Hey, I know it's not gonna happen, man.
Tua Tagovailoa. quarterback, Alabama.
Well, there it is, which means for the first time since Kellen Moore, who is now the Cowboys offensive coordinator, threw a pass, we're going to have a left-hander who's going to throw a pass in the NFL, provided, of course, that Tua is healthy and ready to go when the season starts.
I heard that Detroit was thinking about taking Tua. That's what I heard. Detroit was thinking about taking Tua. Then Tua and his family, they were like boycotting him from going to Detroit. And he ended up going to the Dolphins. That's what I heard. Maybe I'm wrong.
Starts. But it's not just about the fractured hip and the
Look at all those injuries. Sprained knee, left quad, left ankle, broken index finger, dislocated hip, what is this right here? Posterior wall fracture, concussion, broken nose. Damn, Tua. Sheesh. And we still drafted him. Hey, I can't make this up, man. I cannot make this up, man. This is insane right here, man. Like, y'all let me know in the comments, like, would you purchase a vehicle with multiple accidents in the past, rebuilt? Would you get a vehicle of that nature? Let me know in the comments. Hey, it seems like the Dolphins don't mind. We got at a high cost too, the 5th overall pick. If we had got Tua in the 2nd round, then okay, different story. But we got him in the 1st round, 5th overall pick. And we passed up on a lot of good guys as well. A lot of good guys, man. You know, like, I wonder where Tua would get drafted if he was in this year's draft class. You know, I know he's not going above Cam Ward. He might go under Cam Ward. He might be the 2nd quarterback, maybe 3rd, 4th, in my opinion. You know, he might be on Shador level, to be honest, like the 4th quarterback, 5th. So this is crazy right here, man. Crazy.
Located hip. As you
This screams retirement to me. This is what this looked like. Retirement. Broken nose? You just playing quarterback, to be honest, but damn. Damn, I would replay that hit, but I don't know if I might get hit with a copyright. You know, I think Willie Gay Jr. was in on that hit on Tua. Willie Gay Jr. Let me look it up real quick. New Miami Dolphin. Tua Tagovailoa, Mississippi State hit. Tua Mississippi State hit. All right, I got it. Okay. You see, look. Yeah, let me know who this is right here. Let me know. Read the article. Tua leads game after hit versus Mississippi State. There go Willie Gay right here. There go Willie Gay right here. I'm pretty sure that he had to apologize to Tua in front of the whole team in regards to Tua hip injury. Pretty sure about that one. Let me see if there's a video. Was this the hit right here? This was a different game. So he got hurt every time he played Mississippi State then. Damn. Yeah, there go Willie Gay right here. Every time Tua played Mississippi State, he get hurt. Every time. But it's definitely a different hit. I know y'all remember this right here. There go the broken nose right here that he suffered. This is where he got the hip injury as well. So he really got toe up in this hit right here. really got tore up. I'm trying to see if I can find that video. I don't want to get copyrighted either if I play it. Yeah, I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk it. But yeah, I get my point in regards to Tua. You know, all these injuries, man, and we spent our 5th overall pick. You know, like, look what the Browns and the Giants are doing this year. Instead of going quarterback early, they do need quarterback, but if they don't have a quarterback that they like, they just going to get the best player available. You know, we low-key could have did that in 2020. Got a very good player at number 5. You know, maybe Tristan Wirfs. Then we could go Jalen Phillips if you want to, or go with a different edge guy. And who else? Not Jalen Phillips. Austin Jackson came out that draft. Noah Igbo, but we could have got a better option. Justin Jefferson, that could have been somebody. You know, so
you can see Tua has dealt with a lot of injuries over his time at Alabama. A sprained knee, a left quad, a left ankle, a broken index finger. He's had spiral surgeries on both of his ankles. And then, of course,
yeah, I think this is the hit right here. They're about to play.
In November of 2019 on this play against Mississippi.
Messed them up on this one. Messed them up. They know they're wrong for this, man. They know they're wrong for this, man. This low-key messed up the Miami Dolphins franchise. This low-key messed up the Miami Dolphin franchise. This hit right here. A lot of Dolphin fans not going to mention this to y'all, but this hit right here messed up the franchise. For real.
Healthy and ready to go when the season starts. But it's not just about the fractured hip and the dislocated hip. As you can see, Tua has dealt with a lot of injuries over his time at Alabama. A sprained knee, a left quad, a left ankle, a broken index finger. He's had spiral surgeries on both of his ankles. And then, of course, in November of 2019 on this play against Mississippi State, the dislocation.
Yeah, and they rolled up on him, too. Look, he holding his hip right here. Messed Tua up so bad on this one. Helmet came out, everything, man.
And the fracture of the hip that sent Tua's draft status into.
Tua changed after this, man. Tua changed after this. I think it was like a lot of weight bearing down on his hip, and it caused it to just like dislocate because it was 2 defensive linemen chasing after him, over 300 pounds, rolling up on somebody who's 200, 5'11", 6 foot. Like, come on, man. So, you know, I do feel bad for Tua. You know, it's not his fault that, you know, he went through this injury, but
doubt. But I guess the medicals came back as clean as everybody was saying they were going to be. Kurt Warner, you
see, like, I watched this pro day when they came out. I watched it. I'm like, Tua, he looked okay, but look, this is not even a real field. You know, so he's not even throwing the ball far enough. Like, imagine if he was actually outside on a field throwing the football. You know, he probably wouldn't have looked that impressive. You know, knowing that this video was of Tua not being 100%, that just, you know, it bothers me.
See him going through that, 9-minute and 20-second workout that he sent out to all the teams? Kurt,
he had the chance to stay in school. Tua had the chance to go back to Alabama one more year, you know, heal up from the hip injury, you know, but he knew that he'll go high. He knew a team would still take a chance on him, even with all the injuries.
I guess the Dolphins liked what they saw.
Well, no question about it. It's interesting, Trey, that when he suffered this injury, a lot of people going into the draft thought, well, he's going to have a redshirt year anyways. Even if we draft him, we're going to sit him for a year. I think when people saw that workout, they said to themselves, well, maybe.
See, this play for Tua, this is like that one throw that Anthony Richardson made that made him a first-round pick. This throw for Tua made him a first-round pick. Came in for third quarter, fourth quarter, came back, beat Georgia. You know, Zach Wilson, that throw that he had at his pro day, boom, made him a first-round pick. Every quarterback got that special throw that everybody always play. This is that throw for Tua. This was that throw. You know, I remember watching this game and thinking like, man, Tua, he might be the next one up. That's what I thought. You know, at this time, he's not dealing with the injuries. You know, he's not.
Maybe not. He looks really good. He
just came into college.
Those are things that he was built on in college. The quickness of his feet, the ability to redirect his feet, to buy time in the pocket.
You're not doing that after your hip mess up. You're not doing that.
Built on in college. The quick.
You're not moving like this after your hip mess up. You're not moving like this.
Of his feet, the ability to redirect his feet, to buy time in the pocket. I think we all loved what we saw in that video. But Mel, it's still a big question. What will Miami do with him? Will they try to rush him onto the field, or will they give him a year to get healthy?
Pretty good throw. Yeah. We don't account the fact that he had an NFL team around him.
And I really believe he needs the medically red shirt, let that body heal. But he's got to be more aware in the pocket.
You see, look, come on, man. Look, come on, look. You see this? You see this, bro? This is Tua Jackson.
Or will they give
here.
him a year to get healthy?
Yeah, Kurt, I
this
really
is Tua
believe he needs the medically
right
red shirt, let that body heal. But he's got to be more aware in the pocket.
Tua moving. This was the Tua that we were supposed to get right here. This was the Tua. But after that injury, it was all gone. Over. Finito. Done. Crazy, man. I never seen Tua do this as a Dolphin. Never. And you watching film thinking that you're going to get this as a fan, but you don't get this.
Get healthy.
You don't get this.
I really believe he needs the medically red shirt, let that body heal. But he's
pocket breaks
more
down
aware
there.
in the pocket. And obviously, stay away
Nobody
from
catching
trouble.
the
He's got
lead.
tremendous
Touchdown.
feel for throwing the football. Goes through progression, so anticipatory a thrower. And the thing about him is he's not accurate. He's
good throw. Who is that? Jalen Waddle. Who else he had? Jerry Jeudy. I forgot that tight end's name. Y'all gotta remind me, bro. But too, he had a squad around him. Najee Harris. He had them boys,
he's
man.
a dart thrower. So I said what all said. Left-handed Drew Brees. They had passed on Drew Brees because of an injury. Now
That's on Derek Stingley. Arguably one of the best DBs in the NFL right now. But that's Devontae Smith. You know, good competition for him. Good competition.
Now Nick Saban's quarterback, Tua, injured. They don't pass on him. They take him. Now they got to think they got to sit him for a year, build that offensive line up, and get ready for 2020.
See, look at it moving. Tua, bring this guy back right here. This is the guy I want back, Tua. This is the guy that I want back, man. If we get this Tua right here, we can at least win 8 to 9 games this year. 8 to 9. But he got to be healthy, though. He got to play at least 15 games. At least 15. Playing like this.
21.
Straight.
NFL Draft.
But yeah, man. I just wanted to go over that, you know, before the NFL Draft happens on Thursday. You know, look back at all of our mistakes, especially with this pick, the number 5 overall pick in 2020. Had to go over that one right there, man. Had to go over that one, man. What I got next for y'all?
All right, Lewis. Would it be a
Next, we got some updates on a Tyreek Hill situation. He could still get traded. Who knows? We're going to see. Let me get to y'all comments real quick. Shout out to my boy Alex. Thank you for pulling up on me. Greer still went and got Rosen for a second, man. Now that you're thinking back at it, you know that's a stupid choice. You know it. Chris Greer, man. Shout out to my boy Vamos. Appreciate you for pulling up on me. Tua didn't go back to school because he knew it was a big risk to never see the NFL. If Tua went back to school and got hurt again, it's over. It's over. He just had to get his foot in the door. He knew that he would be a first-round pick. Top 10 overall pick as well. You know, it was either going to be the Chargers or the Dolphins for Tua. Either one of those teams. If the Dolphins went with Justin Herbert, the Chargers would have went with Tua. You know, based off Tom Telesco, he had a little interview talking about which quarterback he prefers more. And he said that he would rather have. He didn't say that he would rather have Tua, but he said he would have chose either one, Justin Herbert or Tua. So the Chargers could have been dealing with this right now, and we could have been straight with Justin Herbert. But, you know, now y'all see our position. Now y'all see.
All right, Lewis. Would it be a mistake to move on from either Ramsey or Hill for the Dolphins?
No, I'll say no only in this regard. Look, I love Jalen Ramsey. I've got to meet him, got to talk to him. Look, his positional versatility, his competitiveness, it's second to none. It's second to none. And Tyreek, the same way. His production on the football field is second to none. We know what kind of game breaker this young man is. This usually goes far beyond, though, what you feel as though their value on the football field is. This seems to be something that has to do with whether or not these players are better to get their presence moved on to some other football team because it's not having the kind of positive impact that it needs to have at their present location. That's what this sounds like to me, because you can easily make the argument that these guys are still very, very productive players that you can win a lot of football games with. This seems like a culture situation at this point in time.
Lewis, will you stop it, bro? Come on, man. You too connected. You know too much about football to just give us that answer. That's not good enough. You know what this is about. They don't believe they can rely on Tua Tagovailoa. Period.
Hey, even though Stephen A. Smith beefing with LeBron James right now, everybody against him, he be saying that real stuff, man. He be talking that real. Louis Riddick, he don't want to bring Tua up at all. I can tell by his eyes, man. He brought up everybody else except for Tua. But we all know what's going down. We all know. We all know.
Health. I'm clearly not talking about his game. I'm talking about his health. Because if you believe that you know that your season has fallen apart over the last couple of years because of his lack of availability for obvious reasons, and we all wish him nothing but the best. Come on, man.
So you're saying that these two players in particular are saying, look, we may want to move on because we don't believe in Tua Tagovailoa. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying those two players.
That could be one of the reasons as to why Jalen Ramsey is okay with leaving. If Tyreek Hill gets traded, that could be another reason. You know, if you like the quarterback so much, why would you want to go to another team, you know? You got a lot of confidence into it. You're number one quarterback. You know, Jalen Ramsey. Y'all heard what he said. Tua, give him that contract. Oh, Frib, that's what he said. And look now, you know, he gone. He not gone yet, but we still trying to see what team he could go to. Still trying to see. Shout out to my boy iRock. Appreciate you for pulling up on me. Shout out to Billy. Salute. Two would have fell my $2, my 2 cents. My 2 cents. Hand orange covering eyes. You know, that's probably an emoji.
Don't believe in the durability. They don't believe that this is a guy that's going to last 17 games and being able to take. I'm just talking about from a health standpoint.
I got you.
You know how physical football is. I think that has a lot to do with it.
Maybe we're saying the same thing. I just kind of framed it in a different way. Look, I'm framing it from Chris Greer's perspective. I'm saying it from Chris Greer's perspective. That's all. I'm saying, look, maybe we don't think these guys can still perform, but I just don't think that it's probably not the best idea maybe to keep them here at this point. Because they're just not going to give us the impact that we want for other reasons, whatever those reasons are. We're saying the same thing, though, Stephen.
And Tua is one of those reasons, and they're always.
He said it straight up.
Two in the playoffs with the two of them on the team. I mean, they lost to Kansas City, they lost to Buffalo. So, I mean, they're paying him a fortune, and they haven't won a playoff game.
Yeah.
So you might as well trade him. I don't have any problem with that. Now, the mistake they made is they gave Tua $212 million guaranteed.
Yep.
And he's not a $212 million quarterback for a variety of reasons.
Right.
Health is one of them.
Right.
It's a major problem.
Yep.
All right, we'll leave it.
Bro, we're the laughing stock of the NFL at the current moment. The laughing stock, man. NFL owners laughing at us right now because of us signing Tua to that contract. Giggling in their office, bro. oh, we're not doing that. You see San Francisco? Brock Purdy would have been signed. He would have been signed if the Tua situation didn't happen. Would have been signed, but look, he's still not signed yet. 49ers, they're not playing that. They're not playing that, man. They're going to make sure Brock Purdy get the right amount of money. The right amount of money, man. So hopefully the whole NFL learns from the Dolphins and our mistakes, because it seems like we make a mistake every year. When we're trying to be consistent, you can only be a good team if you're consistent. But, you know, we fall off in some areas, man. A lot of areas we do fall off, man. You know, letting a lot of superstars go. Jalen Ramsey, Tyreek Hill possibly now. Getting bad, man. You know, I'm going to always remain a Dolphin fan, but, you know, I'm just here to talk to y'all about the team, man. You know, and the troubles. You know, hopefully we do get better in the draft, man. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. Jalen Phillips, he out there putting in work. You know, former first-round pick. It don't look like he run that 4.5 no more. It don't look like it. After 2 torn ACLs, man, I think he's going to be a different player. I'm sorry. I love you, Jalen Phillips, but, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know if he's going to be able to go out there and withstand 15 games, 17 games. You know, I hope so. I'm praying on it. You know, I want to see everybody succeed, but year after year, man, year after year. Reek said back to December. Reek about to lose everything. The Dolphins, his dime, he about to lose everything. He better be careful. That's Dog Russo. Damn, it is what it is. That's all I can say now. It is what it is. 5th-year option was there for looks, but we should have took that for Tua. Tua and Phillips, the Bus Twins. Tua, he came in that 2020. Phillips, he came in that other draft where we had 2 first-round picks. I remember that. We got Phillips and Waddle. Let me check out what year did Phillips come out. We're going to check out that draft to see if we made the right choice. Jalen Phillips draft class. 2021. Let me see if I could do a redraft. You're going to check out this redraft to see. Okay. So this draft class, no quarterbacks came out. Trevor Lawrence. Micah Parsons. The Jets would have got him instead of Zach Wilson. Understandable. Pat Surtain, 49ers. Who they got with this pick? Trey Lance. You know, but, I mean, you could get Brock Purdy this early. You know, but I don't know. I don't think he's worth a number 3 overall pick. I don't think so. Falcons, Jamar Chase over Kyle Pitts. Understandable. Cincinnati Bengals, Penei Sewell. Jamar Chase. That's understandable, man. They needed protection for Joe Burrow, but instead they went with Jamar Chase because that's his LSU teammate. So it makes sense. But look who the Dolphins get. Amon St. Brown. Over Jalen Waddle? Is Jalen Waddle that bad for us to pick Amon St. Brown? We could have definitely did better than that. Most definitely. We could have got Christian Darrisaw. Definitely a tackle that we could have used on this team. Who else we could have got? Rashawn Slater. Gregory Rousseau, we could have got him. Nico Collins came out. Christian Barmore. Kyle Pitts. Maybe he could have been better with the Dolphins, possibly. Ali McNeil, he ended up being a good D tackle. There go Jalen Phillips at number 18. They're saying that we would go with Jalen Phillips again if he had the opportunity. Justin Fields went to 19. The Commanders, Sam Cosmi, O-line help, J.C. Horn, Trey Smith. We could have went with Trey Smith instead of Jalen Phillips, but he was dealing with a heart issue, so it's understandable. Landon Dickerson, he could have been a good O-line help. Jeremiah Owosu Koromora definitely could have been a dog at linebacker for us. He might be my favorite linebacker in the NFL. He might be. Nick Bolton, definitely a dog at linebacker. Javon Holland going to the Ravens. Shoot, I wouldn't have minded getting Javon Holland. I forgot. We got Jalen Phillips, Javon Holland, and Jalen Waddle all in the same draft. I forgot about that. You know, it would have made sense if you went Javon Holland in the first round, Jalen Phillips in the second round. Would have made sense. Asante Samuel Jr., Pat Freiermuth, Tyson Campbell. Yeah, we could have definitely went with a lot of better guys rather than Jalen Phillips, but, you know, we can't go back in time, man. We can't. We can't. You know, even though I'm saying all this stuff about Jalen Phillips, man, I still love that boy. He's still my boy, man. I still want to see him succeed. You know, I want to see him go out there and do his best, man. But he just don't look the same right now. He don't. You know, I love that you back on your feet, you're running, but you don't look the same. But maybe he'll prove me wrong, man. Maybe. You know, I'm praying for a healthy season for Jalen Phillips. I'm definitely praying for that, man. He definitely deserves it, man. Most definitely. Shout out to Nick Needham, former Miami Dolphins cornerback, signed a deal with the Cleveland Browns. You know, I'm pretty sure he doesn't like going to Cleveland. I'm pretty sure about that, but he got no other option. No other option. You know, he was on the open free market. Dolphins, I'm not too sure if they gave him a call or anything. You know, it seemed like he wanted to come back, but it seemed like the Dolphins were going to go in a different route. You know, we about to lose Jalen Ramsey, so it made no sense in regards to us letting go Nick Needham. No sense. He already over there. He put the blowing sign. Fam, do you really like it over there? Come on, Nick Needham. But Nick Needham, you know, he came from UTEP. He was a good find, man. Definitely a good find for the Dolphins. I think we got him in like the 5th or the 6th round. 5th or the 6th round. You know, he just dealt with a lot of injuries. This was him at training camp. Wasn't even practicing, just running. Just running. You know, he was definitely a good cornerback for the Dolphins. You know, in some stints, some games. I remember we lost him. I think it was against the Buffalo Bills at home one year. We lost him. I ain't seen him the whole year, man. But we gonna see if he balls out with the Browns. You know, the Browns. Who they got? Who they got now? Denzel Ward, Greg Newsome, Martin Emerson, and now they about to get Travis Hunter. You know, so I don't know if there's a guaranteed spot with the Browns over there with Nick Needham. I don't think so. Yeah, you low-key right. Billy, you low-key right about that one. He do look like Lewis a little bit. That's crazy. Not that you say that, that's crazy. Crazy, man. You know, he been putting in work though. He look like he completely healthy now. So seem like Nick Needham, he's straight. You know, enjoying life, working out. That boy getting fly. You know, he wasn't the quickest. He wasn't the strongest. He wasn't the fastest. But he was definitely a good football player. You know, not the best football player, but he was a good football player. He did what he could with what he had. That's the one thing that you can respect about Nick Needham. One thing you can respect about him. You know, he could get a roster spot with the Browns. He could get one. A 53-man roster spot. He's just going to have to compete with a lot of DBs. You know. But that would be cool if he gets to play with Travis Hunter. That would definitely be cool. But I know he want to be back in Miami. I know it. Ain't no way he want to be in Cleveland, man. Once you go to Miami, ain't no going to Cleveland unless you Jarvis Landry. Unless you Jarvis Landry, man. We tried Jarvis by trading him away to Cleveland. Definitely tried him. I'm trying to see if there's any highlights of Nick Needham that you could watch.
Types of situation, you're going to bring it off the.
They go Nick Needham on a blitz. Yeah, we used them a lot on blitz packages. Definitely. Another workout video. I don't know. I think this is the same one that I just watched with y'all.
He found to make changes, and he certainly showed them off early.
Nice little instinctive play. There goes Storm Duck right there. Good break on the ball, man. Fuck it. That's a celebration right there. That's a celebration. I like that right there. That's a pretty good celebration. Yeah, I ain't getting no copyright from Chief Keef. Hell no. I'm surprised Brian Flores ain't bring him in. I'm surprised. Out of all teams, the Cleveland Browns, bro? Out of all teams? But we had some dogs on this team, man. Brandon Jones, Nick Needham, Javon Holland. Now our DB room going to look like ass now. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. We had some dogs in the room, bro. Yes, we posted that right before you left. Yeah, this one embarrassing, man. This one embarrassing, but I'm pretty sure Nick Needham gonna do his thing in Cleveland, like I told y'all, man.
Couple of weeks for Needham.
See, good play on the ball, man. Nick Needham had pretty good technique. for DB. Like I said, not the fastest, not the strongest, not the tallest, but very good technique, being around the ball. You know, you really got to be a smart player to do what Nick Needham does out there on the field. Training camp, y'all be on the lookout. I will be out there during training camp. Y'all be on the lookout. Good players are ousted fast in Miami. Trash players stay forever. That's definitely facts. Most definitely facts. Good quarterbacks get benched during winning streaks. I mean, sometimes, yeah. You know, if they blowing the team out, then they would get benched. The backup's going. You're right about that. You're right about that. But like I said, once again, shout out Nick Needham. Is this an interview? No, that's just a picture. Yeah, shout out to Nick Needham, man. Hope everything goes well in Cleveland. Let me check out Cleveland roster real quick. Cleveland Browns roster, player profiler.
A summary from Player Profiler. Cleveland Browns depth chart. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, offensive lineman, defensive.
I don't know what the hell she was saying, man. Deshaun Watson, Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get another quarterback in the draft, but probably not in the first round. I don't think Shador want to come here anyway. Shador don't want to come here. I have a feeling. Jerome Ford, Dante Foreman, Pierre Strong. You know, we do gotta wait until the draft. They could add more players. So this could be a different running back room. They let go of Nick Chubb. So they could address running back early in this draft. Very early. Jerry Jeudy, Elijah Moore, he not on the team no more. Cedric Tillman, Jamari Thrash, DeAndre Carter, David Bell. They definitely need help at receiver. Most definitely. Most definitely. Tight end, David Njoku, Jordan Atkins. They need a second tight end. Jordan Atkins, he okay, but he nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Ethan Polkick, definitely a decent center. Jack Conklin, Joel Bonito, Tevin Jenkins. Out of all teams, he signed with the Browns, man. He definitely chased the bag. Most definitely chased the bag, man. Wyatt Teller, pretty good guard. Zach Zinter, DeJuan Jones. You know, hey, Browns low-key might have a good O-line next year. Low-key. Defensive line, Malik Collins, Maurice Hurst, Quentin Jefferson, Shelby Harris, Michael Hall Jr., they D-line impressive. D-line is impressive. And if they get another guy on top of this, oh, man, look out. Look out. You know, Myles Garrett, I'm not going to say this guy's name, Isaiah McGuire, Joe Tryon. You know, a lot of young guys that could develop under Myles Garrett. You know, no way that you play under Myles Garrett and you don't become at least an average defensive end. No way. Linebackers, Jerome Baker went back to his hometown. So Nick Needham rejoins Jerome Baker. Jordan Hicks, Devin Bush Jr. No, not Jr., just Devin Bush. Tony Fields, Mohamed Diabate, shout out to him, former Gator. And Jeremiah Koromora. He suffered a neck injury. You know, was injured most of last year, but definitely the best linebacker in this room. Definitely the best linebacker. Jerome Baker playing with a guy like this could definitely help out his game. So Jerome Baker might have a resurgence back with his home team, you know, and on top of that, he's playing with one of the best linebackers in the NFL. So we're going to see what happens, man. And on top of that, they got Devin Bush, probably going to be a backup. So that's a pretty good linebacker room. Pretty good. Don't got to address that too early. DBs, Denzel Ward. You just got to look at this and imagine Travis Hunter. Imagine Travis Hunter. So you got a 1A and a 1B cornerback. And you got Greg Newsome, Martin Emerson, Cameron Mitchell, and he okay. But you 4 deep at cornerback as soon as you get Travis Hunter. 4 deep. And on top of that, you got Nick Needham. So Nick Needham, he could come in and be a cornerback 5 on this team, maybe 6. If a rookie becomes good, he could do it. Safety, Grant Delpit, pretty good safety right there. Shout out to Trey Dean, former Gator. Ronnie Hickman, a pretty decent safety. So Cleveland Browns, they could turn things around, man. People low-key sleep on this team, but if they get the right quarterback, if Kyle McCord comes to this team, man, he could turn up. They're going to win at least 6 games next year. At least 6. If they do get Travis Hunter. If they do. But let's go back to Nick Needham. Shout out to you. Much love, bro. And shout out to our Dolphins, man. They just came in the building, man. Good to be back, ain't it? Good to be back. Miami bench fits for Tua. Shador dude, he said as much last year, challenged Tua and all. Oh, for real? Shador at number 13 means Coach Prime 2026. Shoot, you think Stephen Ross is thinking that way? Hey, let's get Shador Sanders now so we can get his dad later. Coach Prime just signed a 5-year contract extension with the Buffs. He did. He did, man. So I think what he gonna do is wait till Shador Sanders play out his rookie contract. Once he almost off that rookie contract, if things not going well in Colorado, he just gonna clear it and go to whatever a team Shador is at, and he gonna try to trade for Shiloh, or Shiloh might get released if he doesn't play well, because he said he wanted to coach both of his sons. So that's the case with that. So we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see. Hunter will become a Dolphin after his rookie contract. I doubt it, man. I doubt it. I think Travis Hunter gonna stay with whatever team he on for life. Maybe another team in the future, like in 10 years, but he gonna be on that team for a long time, man. Unless an injury happen, a bad injury, then I don't know.
It's back at work. It was a long 3.5 months, I'll tell you that.
There go Alec Ingold.
It's good to be back. What up, everyone? Good morning. Welcome back.
Let me go back on Tua. Y'all saying he got skinnier, right? That's what y'all saying. We're gonna check that out to see. No, they got the big bodies out, huh? The big bodies out. There go Malik Washington.
What up, everyone?
Yeah, Tua, he fooled all of us. Tua fooled all of us, man. He don't look bloated. He don't look nothing. No homo. I might have to see him with his shirt off. No homo. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Good morning. Welcome back.
There go Tyreek. Look like he in good spirits. Even though he going through everything that he going through, it seemed like he not going through it right now. It seemed like he not going through it. It seemed like he don't even know that Jalen Ramsey getting traded in a few days. He acting like he don't even know it right now. Look, he look clean cut, proper. He look like he ain't never get in trouble. That's how he look like right now.
Your team starts now for me. Morning.
There go James Daniels, Patrick Paul.
Time no see.
Welcome back. Benito. Nick Morris.
Day one, let's do it, baby.
There go Willie Gay Jr.
Day one.
Colbert. Zach Sealer ain't say nothing. Look, Zach Sealer stay silent. He's like, I know what's about to come this year. I know what's about to come this year. Usually he coming in with Christian Wilkins, Calais Campbell. He coming in with nobody this year. We tried him. You know, it's actually he don't fuck with Benito Jones like that. He don't. Benito Jones not his homeboy, man. He's either Christian Wilkins or Calais Campbell. If he ain't them boys, man, he not gonna do it. You gotta be an elite D tackle alongside of Zach Sealer. You know, you gotta prove yourself. You gotta be a proven guy already before you could hang with Zach Sealer. Nobody else in the D tackle room has proven themselves to be the pepper to the salt that we got right now. Nobody. Maybe we get somebody in the draft that automatically becomes that pepper. We're gonna see. But shout out to Zach Sealer, man. Pulling up.
Content
You know,
team.
Blake Ferguson, Kamara, Maitrey, Eichenberg, Hader. Who was that, Cam? That gotta be Cam. Yeah, that's Cam. He grew the hair back.
Back at it.
There go Aaron Brewer.
Year 7.
Quinn Bell. Miller Famu. There go Jonu. Madison. Tyra Dotson.
Already back, man.
Jalen Wright. He came in with the diamond. No, that's all whites. All whites, my bad. Huh? Jordan Brooks.
Welcome back.
Bradley Chubb. What? It look like, what's going on, Bradley? What's going on? What's going on? It looked like they traded him, but the trade didn't work out, and they brought him back to the team. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like.
Welcome back, everybody.
But one thing about Bradley Chubb, I respect him for taking that pay cut to give this team a little bit more money to do what we gotta do. I respect that right there.
How y'all doing?
We got Dwayne Eskridge, Izukama. Let me find that video for y'all, man. Let me find that video. Hold on. Izukama. I thought he was a free agent. That boy's still on the team? Without Wes Welker, too. That's crazy. Yeah, I got it right here.
Izukama. Yes, sir.
Izukama.
Yes, sir. Izukama. Yes, sir.
He ain't never do this with Tyreek. For sure.
Yes, sir. Izukama. Yes, sir. Izukama. Yes, sir. Izukama. Yes, sir.
Like, how you get this much praise and you don't do nothing in the regular season, man? Nothing. You know, I fuck with Izukama, though. You know, I talked to his little brother before. You know, cool guy. You know, he be watching some of my videos, his little brother. So I do fuck with Izukama, man. You know, I thought he was going to be a great player, but it just seemed like the injuries keep on happening, man. You know, so if he come in this year and actually contributes, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, I feel like it was a slap in the face when they went and got Nick Westbrook-Akine. You know, I feel like that is what they wanted Izukama to be, but he never got to that point. But we just went and got it since it was available for a cheap cost. So he gonna have a lot of competition in that room at wide receiver. A lot of competition. But shout out to them boys. It's good to see that they doing well. They go A-Chain. Who is that? Campbell. Elijah Campbell, right? Yeah. Yeah, but shout out to them boys, man. I'm going to check out the Dolphins Twitter real quick. See if they posted any other videos. The Dolphins. go Artie. We ain't show Artie.
Back left, never left, baby.
Hayden Daniels. They won. Let me back. There goes Zach. What's that? I gotta pause it on Zach. Gotta pause it on Zach, man. Gotta pause it on Zach. Hold on. There go that boy. There go that boy. Zach, make something happen with what we giving to you. Make something happen, man. If Tua can't do it, I know you can. I know you can. But yeah, man. I don't know what they doing today. I think they practice. That's it. I'm not too sure.
Be back.
Let me know in the comments, man. Got some pictures. There go Jonnu Smith. He looked like he got a little bit heftier. It's cool though. We need you to block anyways. So you can get as big as you want to, but just don't lose the speed. That's all I'm saying. Don't lose the speed. We need that right there. We need that. There go Tua and Malik. You know, Tua, he look like he a good 210. 210, 211, 212. That's what he looked like. Y'all let me know in the comments. You know, usually we're used to seeing Tua calves and thighs way bigger than it's looking like right now. Way bigger. So maybe he could be working on mobility this offseason. We haven't seen one workout video from this guy. Not one. So we don't really know what he's working on, but we could tell by the tone of his body to see what exactly he has been working on. It looked like the legs, so he must have been doing a lot of cardio, outside running footwork, quarterback drill. You know, there go Malik Washington. You know, he got that drip on. Jalen Phillips. Tyreek Hill. You know, this is the swag I like right here. This is the swag I like. Not too much, nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. No jewelry, no nothing. Just simple, plain, clean and sharp. You would have never thought that he going through a divorce. You would have never thought that, man. All right. Here I got some news on Teron Armstead based off what he said. I just got a little part to show y'all about this. I just wanted to read this part in regards to why exactly Teron Armstead is hanging it up. Let me see. All right. This year presented me some challenges that were really, really steep. Getting the news that I needed a knee replacement and just deciding to go play and do everything I possibly could to finish this year. That was definitely the moment. But after the season, I explored a couple options, talked to some doctors to see if there was any possible way. I just wanted to make sure that there's no stone left unturned if I ever did have that itch to go back or whatever. But that's not the case. I'm done. I am so happy. I'm excited. I'm peaceful. Wow. So Teron Armstead needs a knee replacement. You know, I don't know if he's going to go through with the surgery or not, you know, for the knee replacement, and maybe he comes back. It seemed like he still wanted to come back, man, no matter what he was going through. He still wanted to come back and help the team. So you got to respect Teron for this. Got to respect him for this, man. You know, definitely going to miss him. Our O-line is not looking too well. It's not. You know, I don't have dreams about our O-line. I have nightmares. I do have nightmares, man. Let's check these boys out real quick. Aaron Brewer, Liam Eichenberg, Andrew Meyer, Isaiah Wynn, Patrick Paul, Larry Brown. I don't think Isaiah Wynn. I think he's still a free agent. We haven't signed him yet, but we're probably gonna wait till the draft. You know, I'm still waiting on Jedrick Wills. I think the Dolphins could still be in the running for Jedrick. I think so. Let me know in the comments. Oh, my bad, fam. I ain't get to your comment. Tua laughing at Easy. He ribbing Easy. That's Scholar is gone. Izukama. Izukama. That's how that boy said it, man. James Daniels. The only two guys I have confidence in is Aaron Brewer and James Daniels. That's it. The only two. Everybody else, I don't know. Isaiah Wynn, I would have some confidence in him, but I don't know if he's going to be a Dolphin. I don't know. Hopefully we could bring in Jedrick Wills, you know, Tua's former. I think he played left tackle or right tackle. I'm not too sure. Tua's former tackle in college. We might bring him in. I'm going to show y'all who he is. Jedrick Wills, Tua. Jedrick Wills, Tua. Oh, man. Hold on. Here he goes right here. Hasn't signed anywhere yet. Let me see what the GM had to say about him. Let me see. He got on this video.
The next several weeks. You know, with the wand, we did feel like he was actually, you know, hitting his stride before he got injured. You know, middle of the year. It is funny because Kevin was like, "Hey, you know, let's just skip him over left tackle during one of the practice weeks." And then we had the.
Oh yeah, I heard that. DeJuan Jones, the old lineman that they got, the 6'8" old lineman, man, big mofo. I'm gonna show y'all right now. So they're saying that they might move him to left tackle. So they didn't mind letting go of Jedrick Wills. In that right tackle, they got Jack Conklin still. So they still have a pretty solid O-line. Pretty solid O-line. Here go DeJuan Jones right here. 6'8", 374 pounds, man. This guy is huge, humongous. Humongous. He went in the 5th round of the draft. 36-inch arm length. It's hard to get around this guy. Very hard. Oh, 4th round, my bad. Dolphins could have definitely get him, but we overthought it. Overthought it, man. I think he's going to have a good year this year and show that he could be one of the best tackles in the league, bro. I definitely do think so. So, let me see here. Share this.
Injury. He was like, "Oh, well, I guess he's got to play the next week." It ended up being, I guess, prescient if you speak. And I think the Wanderers deserves credit because it's really like the first time in his career that he's played at the spot with probably minimal preparation, and you know he acclimated pretty quickly. How that spot looks going into 2025, it's probably too early to tell. But we did feel like it was good to get him some game experience at that position.
Yeah, man. So they're saying that they found something in regards to DeJuan Jones, so they were okay with letting Jedrick Wills go. Hold on real quick. Let me share the screen. Fix that up. Okay, we good now. Yeah, we good. But yeah, man, y'all let me know about Jedrick Wills. You think he will become a Dolphin? We still hoping on that. We still waiting on that. Get Tua back with his old teammate, man. That's what we want. That's what we want right there. Hold on. We're going to go over this prospect in just a little bit. All right, let me see here. All right. I'm kind of lost with all these tabs, man. But yeah, Dolphins are one of the 6 NFL teams that have hosted a visit for former Louisville cornerback Quincy Riley. Didn't really have my eyes out on him. You know, not somebody that I think that could replace Jalen Ramsey. But now that we're possibly trading Jalen Ramsey, we might have to look at all avenues at cornerback. All avenues. We're probably going to get one early in the draft and one later in the draft. You know, 2 is always better than 1. Let's check out his draft profile real quick. 5'11", 194 pounds, 31-inch arms, 8-inch hands. Good backup with the potential to develop into a starter. 4.48, 1.54, 10-yard split. Not bad, man. Not bad. You know, last Louisville cornerback that I remember that was successful is Jair Alexander. But I don't think he's Jair Alexander. I don't think so. You know, he could prove me wrong. Who knows? You know, I want to see these boys ball out, man. I do. This is him against Notre Dame. Ooh, good pick. Ooh, that was a nice pick right there. Ooh, good pick. Nice job playing the ball. Good footwork. Good footwork. Look back at the ball. But he ran the route for the receiver. Look, he already looking back at the ball before the receiver could. And the receiver seen him looking back like, oh, snap, let me look back too. Now they both about to go up, but look, right in his hands. Boom. Good catch. He probably used to play receiver before. I'm not going to lie. Probably. You know, and I love Louisville players because Lamar used to go to Louisville, so. Yeah, we just seen this play right here. Just seen this one. Okay, good tackle. Seems like he pretty good in run support. Pretty good in run support. Okay, he's not a bad corner, man. He looks like his arms are longer than his measurables. You know, he looked like a pretty big corner out there. You know, he could match up against taller receivers, shorter receivers. This is him at the Senior Bowl up against Xavier Restrepo from UM. That's low-key a PI. Low-key a PI. But good job keeping up with Restrepo. Kind of pushed off on that one, but I could take that. I could take that. I mean, I don't know if he'll be a good fit for Miami. I'm not too sure about that. Right there. Good job identifying that. Bomb. Nice break on the ball, too. Nice break at the right time. You know, but this next cornerback that we get, we need a dog, man. We need a dog. We need somebody who could be the number one cornerback. Can Quincy be that? You know, I think he could be a good number two, a very good number two cornerback. But I don't know about number one lockdown corner. I don't think he could do that. Got another play from the Senior Bowl you're going to check out. No copyright. Good pass deflection. See, everybody dapping him up, man. So he probably had a good Senior Bowl. That's why the Dolphins brought him in for a visit. Probably had a very good Senior Bowl. You know?
But our last game is UK and they not conference. It's just a rival game. I think everybody, the rivals always on like November 31st type. So that's the only time we not playing conference game after this.
That game is gonna be jumping.
I think. I'm so mad at that. It's at UK. It's at UK.
It is at UK. I think we come back from the Bahamas, so hopefully we get back in time. That's their last game. Hopefully we back in time. You gotta go to that. I'm there. Yeah.
Bro, when the last time we won either? So we had.
Yeah, I don't know what them boys talking about, man. Let me see if I see more clips. Quincy. Ooh, good job. Okay, Quincy. It's against USC. Good catch. Quincy Riley, he don't look that bad, man. Does not look that bad. I don't know what cornerback I could say that he reminds me of. Nobody comes to mind. You know, he's not the fastest of corners, but he got good enough speed for cornerback. Good enough height for cornerback, good enough weight. But that was a good pass deflection right there. Good pass deflection. Oh, he picked that off? Oh, yeah, he got that. That's what I'm saying. Like, he could track the ball pretty well. I think he used to play receiver. He had to play receiver, man. He right here on the bottom. Look at him. As soon as that ball is in the air, he acts like a receiver. Good pick. Yeah, not a bad corner, man. Not a bad corner. So I do like this visit, man. It does seem like a good fit for what the Dolphins really need right now. It does seem like it. Next, we're going to check out what high school he's from. But you're going to check out his Twitter first. Oh, he's at Middle Tennessee State. Then he probably transferred over to the higher level. Play better competition, I feel him. It seemed like he got a lot of interceptions. It seemed like he good at interceptions. Turnovers. Oh, good hit right there. Yeah, he get his hands on the ball a lot. I like this DB. I like this DB. me see what I guess he cool with Jarvis Brown Lee, got drafted earlier last year. Last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just check out his high school page. Check out his high school page. Ooh, Instagram. I can check out the Instagram real quick with y'all. And that boy look like Gunna. That boy look like Gunna, man. For real. The O-line has Greer sleeping like a baby. Hey, that's not a good thing to do right there, especially with this O-line that we got right now. Most definitely. What's so hard about finding guys who can be a dog for us? Just watch film, But Chris Greer watches film differently. I think he listens to his kids when he watch film. That's probably what happened. But yeah, I'll take Gunna. I'll take Gunna on this team, man. I'll take Gunna. Yeah, this one he look like Gunna for sure. Who you think you're fooling? Nothing to doing. I forgot how that song go. Young Weezy. He just not as big as Gunna though. Just not as big. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting him in like the 3rd round. Based off the tape, he looked like a 3rd round pick. He looked like a 3rd round pick. 5'10". They got him as 5'10" here. That's what I'm saying. Maybe if he was like a 6'2" cornerback, maybe he go in the 2nd, 1st round, but the size might deter him from being picked that high. Yeah, he looked like a scrub in high school. He looked like a scrub. He from South Carolina. Okay. 6 foot, 172. He had no offers coming out. No offers. Middle Tennessee, Georgia Southern, Arkansas State, Charleston Southern, Coastal Carolina. You see the complete list. Hampton, Mercer, Southern Illinois. Oh, these are not even offers, just interest. Wow. Virginia Military Institute, tried them. I don't even know where this school is, man. Is this a JUCO? This got to be a JUCO. Never heard of that school. But man, a 3-star recruit coming out of South Carolina. Just as long as he played good for the Dolphins, I'm cool with it. But based off the way his Instagram look, it look like he gonna enjoy the Miami lifestyle quite a bit. Look, he out here dressing like Gunna. This what Gunna be wearing. This what Gunna be wearing for real. Look, he gonna walk around Miami. People gonna be like, "Oh, is that Gunna?" I promise you. Unless he changes his hair, then that's a different story. But this shit for sure. This is giving Gunna right here. This is giving Gunna. I would play a Gunna song right now, but nah, I'm not. I'm gonna get copyright. If I do that. Let me see here. Okay. Next prospect we're going to go over is LeJohntay Wester. The Dolphins had a Zoom meeting with LeJohntay. How I feel about this one, I just feel like, does this mean that Tyreek Hill, he gone for real? Does this mean that? But I don't think so. I think this is just a meeting in regards to the Dolphins love speed, and they don't shy away from speed no matter what. Even if it's a position that you don't really need. You already have like 2 or 3 guys in our receiving room that are just like this, but you're still interviewing this guy. Maybe you're trying to replace one of them. Who knows? Who knows, man? So this meeting did not make sense. But we still gonna check him out to see. He a Zoe. Shout out to my Z's, man. Wester. Definitely from the island. Most definitely. So I'm gonna be rooting for him in the NFL, man. All Haitians in the NFL, I'm rooting for you. All Haitians. Because as y'all can see, I got the flag in the back, and that's what I rep. That's what I rep. Let me see if I could get some highlights. Lester. Now that's Jimmy Horn right there. Okay, there go Lester. Not Lester Wester. Look, 4'6", 1.53, 32-inch vertical, 5'10", Palmetto, Florida. That's probably why they met with him too. He from Palmetto. He was at FAU. He was a dog at FAU, and he transferred over to Colorado just to be the third or fourth string receiver. But he still put up numbers. 5'10", 163. I mean, it's up to y'all, man. It's up to the Miami Dolphins. I would say no, but if he's on the team, I'll be happy too, because I know who Wester is, man. I'm rooting for all my Zoes, man. All my Z's, I'm rooting for him. But he could do way better on another team. That's what I know for sure. He could do better on a way better team, and actually be a receiver number 3 or not 2. I don't think 2, 3. I think he could be a good 3, good slot receiver. I wonder what team he could go to, but Dolphins, we're going to see. We will see. Zoe think he clean. He in the spotlight now.
How was the combine, bro? How was that experience? I wasn't there.
The combine was a great experience. It was a lot. The medical parts was long. I ain't even.
That chain clean. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. That chain clean. Ben won.
Even though, like, I thought at the combine you got like straight formal meetings where you meet with the GMs and stuff. I was on YouTube the week before just watching, like, okay, how they pressing these other guys, like, so I could be ready.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't had no formal, so I just had straight informal. So it was cool, man. I was really laid back the whole time. There was a lot of pressure though, the 40. A lot of pressure. Just because it's quiet, bro. Everybody quiet in there, but until you done running. And then it's like they don't show your time right when you done running, so you like, what's my time? Your agent call you, or they watching it on YouTube. That's the only way you know. But other than that, bro, it was a great experience, bro. Like, it's everything you dream about for sure. But I mean, you feel me? It's over with now. I'm just glad it's over with. You feel me? It was a great experience, but I'm glad it's over with. I'm ready to get drafted. See where I'm going.
Bro.
Telling
you. Shout out to that boy Wester. Man. These are teams that he met up with as well. The Cowboys, Giants. I like that right there, the Giants. Panthers, and maybe Cardinals, and maybe, Cardinals, and Buccaneers, nah. I doubt that. Okay, Wester. Did a pretty good job at the Shrine Bowl as well. Good job getting separation. Easy. Put him with a good quarterback, he could definitely snap in the NFL, man. Go for an easy 400, 500 on the year. It don't look like he got a big catch radius too. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you put him with a good quarterback, man, that could put the ball wherever it needs to be. he could definitely show out and be a very, very good receiver in the NFL. He got 29-inch arms, man. 29-inch arms, so he's not gonna get that ball over top of anybody. He not. Just put it right in his chest, boom, or close to it.
I actually have chosen one tatted on my arm right here with the bricks behind it, just to never let me forget. Like, you're the one that's gonna kick the door down for your family to be able to have generational wealth.
Did it ever cross your
That's real right there, man. That's real.
mind that Shador and yourself might be on the same team even in the NFL? If some teams see our chemistry and say this is one of Shador's brightest weapons, did it ever cross your mind y'all playing on the same team?
No doubt. We have our conversations about it. But yeah, it was no doubt we was gonna play with each other in college. We definitely been having those conversations with us playing at the next level in the league too as well. But it's out of our hands, you know. I did my part, you know. Now it's up to God and these scouts. So if they want it, they're gonna make it happen. I just want to prove that I can play on the next level, that I can play against the best talent, and that I can hang with them, and that I'm a steal. Most importantly, I'm a steal of the draft. I don't feel like I got a lot of recognition as of right now, but throughout this week, I just want to prove that I'm a steal and I can help out any organization I play for.
Yeah, don't worry, Zoe. We got you. We coming. We coming. If you're there in the 5th, 6th round, we coming for you. I got you, fam. He's a draftable player. A draftable player.
LeJohntay, we blessed him with, he wanted number 1 when he came here, and number 1 ain't something you acquire. It's something, it's given to you. It's not a number that you choose for yourself. I'm old school. So we presented that he earned it. He earned it. So I gave it to him tonight afterwards going into the bye week.
That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. He earned it. Him ranking number 1 means more, especially with Dion being the head coach at Colorado. Definitely means more. LeJohntay. This was him at FAU. He was the number 1 receiver at FAU, the number 1 receiver. You can do kickoff return, moving, sliding. That's what I'm saying. A little late round get, you know, but we just over invested in wide receiver to the point where, you know, I don't know if there's gonna be that chance of him being on the Dolphins, bro. I feel like if we put him on the Dolphins, it's us wasting his time because we got too much guys already like him on the team. Way too much time. I remember going to games. I was like, damn, who number 1? FAU games, I remember. And it ended up being Zoe.
Leave him. Good. Leave him. Good. Punch him. Leave him. Good. That's it.
That was playing that word.
Now, there you go. That's it. That's it. Slow it down. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Push. Come on, hit him. Now, that's it. 2. Now, good. That's it. Now. Yeah, that's it.
He's smooth.
That's it. Leave him. Good. Leave him.
Definitely smooth. I might go to his Instagram real quick.
Where we at,
Oh, his little brother play over there too. Yeah, he got little bro over there with him. Shout out to him. Let me see if I can find his Instagram for y'all real quick. Yeah, that boy iced out. Got the diamonds on. That boy look like a rapper for real. All these athletes looking like rappers now. They getting that bad. They getting that chicken. Him at the pro day. $100 nightmare turn to $1 million dreams. No, he put it on for Haiti, man. Palmetto, Florida. There go his people. I'm just happy for Zoe, man. He living life. You know, if he come to the Dolphins, he'll be like a better version of Bryson Berrios. A better version of Bryson Berrios. He posting dumb workout videos. Dumb workout videos. Him and his old lady. I love that right there. My favorite gift no matter what season. My boy. Hey, okay. Okay. My boy in love, man. But shout out to him, man. Much love, bro. Much love, much respect to Wester. Young Zoe chasing it, man. And he doing it right now. Look, he got clout, man. He got clout. Chris Carter talking to him like, hey, do your shit, man. I see the talent. I see the talent. Look, I used to play high school football with this guy right here. He played at Lake Worth. He used to play football with him. They go LeJounte. They had some receivers, man. His dad was my head coach when I was playing. His dad was my head coach, and you know, if your dad the head coach, he definitely gonna put you on the team, and you're gonna be a starter, all that, man. You can search them up, Dimitri, Jesse Hester. That's their name. That's their names. But yeah, man, Dolphins met up with DeJounte Wester. Let me check out his 24/7 Sports. LeJounte Wester, 24/7 Sports. Let me see. Cut. All right, got it here for y'all. $5'9", 163 pounds. Well, he was a 3-star recruit. Well, FAU was his only offer. Oh, he definitely made the most out of it. Most definitely, man. That's crazy. Only one offer coming out of high school, man. Now he about to get drafted. Man. Came into FAU a 0-star recruit, ended up being the best player on the team. So there is some upside there with LeJounte Wester, not just him being that third receiver at Colorado. He could turn up with another team where they could really use his services a little bit more than Colorado did. You know, they had Travis Hunter, they had Shepard, they had Horn. They had a lot of guys mouths to feed in that offense, to be honest. A lot of guys. Let me see if he got any like high school tape. See how good he was. in high school. If you still here, please leave a like. Please leave a like. You know, I got work in the morning, but I'm gonna stay on stream for a long time. I got some Chris Sims videos, draft videos. I'm gonna just watch, and that's about it. We just gonna watch a little bit with the high school. Man, that boy look fast. Boom, up top. That was a good grab right there. Him in the slot. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, that boy moving. But I don't know if I trust his speed against NFL talent. Good catch. Man, that boy look like Tyreek Hill out there. Like a high school version of Tyreek Hill. Oh, that was easy. Bro, you ain't catching him, dog. Oh, that's Palm Beach Lakes. Yeah, I played at that school before. In high school. Pause the music. Wide open. Bro, he got number one. He got a double team him at least. Got a double team Wester. He on the outside. Good catch. Ooh, excuse me. Easy touchdown. Yeah, Wester, he like that, man. Ooh. Damn. If only he ran a 4.3, he would be a dog if he ran a 4.3. But it looked like he an official 4.4 type of guy. Official 4.4. Ooh. Good looks. Easy. Bye. Adios. Gotta score on this one. Gotta score. Yeah, he don't got that top end speed. He got speed, but he don't got that top end Tyreek Hill speed. He don't got that gear in his game. Pretty good catcher, though. Pretty good catcher. He's saying that he could play in the NFL. That's what he's saying. He said he got no doubt that he could play in the NFL. No doubt. Hey, we're gonna see, man, if this is the guy that the Dolphins choose, later in the draft. This look like a practice clip in the rain too. Let me see. Let me watch this real quick. If he catch this, he raw. Cooking them boys at practice. Brrr. That's wild right there, man. That is wild. But shout out to LeJohntay Wester. Definitely a guy that, I would take him on the Dolphins, but with our later round picks. Do not invest in him early. Do not invest in him early, man. But I do see why we're scouting him. He from the crib, Palmetto, close to Miami. So we gotta keep up with the hometown kids. Gotta keep up. Let me see here. Right here we have Luther Burden, maybe another guy that the Dolphins could target. Number 3 from Missouri. This is some highlight film of him. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Some say he might be the top receiver that could be taken. Beautiful route, man. Mm. Mm. Smooth route runner. You know, he seemed like he not the biggest of receivers, but he big enough. He remind me of Deontay Johnson a little bit. Deontay Johnson. Who else I could get? You know, is he a wide receiver number 1 though? Is he a wide receiver number 1? You know, I don't think he's gonna change your franchise, but he could be a very good receiver for your team. You know, I don't see the top end speed. You know, he a fast player, but I don't see the top end speed. You know, I see a good receiver, but I don't think I see top 10 receiver in the NFL potential with Luther. Plus, I don't think he's dealing with off the field issues. I did hear from his head coach that he hasn't heard no complaints from Luther. So he's a good kid. So don't worry about off the field. Good route right there. But if Dolphins wanted a guy like this, we would probably have to trade down in the draft. We would have to trade down. Because I don't think that the Dolphins would do this at number 13. You know, Tyreek Hill, he would physically have to be off this team. Physically, like, Tyreek Hill, you cannot be on this team if you're going to draft a guy like this at 13. But I doubt that the Dolphins will draft a receiver at 13. I highly doubt that. Probably going to be O-line or cornerback. But that boy, he nice, man. Definitely a nice player. Posterizing dudes, man. This guy right here, he on the Broncos right now. He's a cornerback on the Broncos, cooking them like it's nothing. Kind of remind me of Coop a little bit when Coop was coming out. Amari Cooper. But not as good of a route runner as Amari. Amari Cooper, when he was at Alabama, that's what you remind me of. You know, the best highlights I've seen of practice from receiver is Jerry Rice, man. Jerry Rice. Nobody could compare, man. Nobody. We're going to check out his draft profile, see what's up with him. You know, 6 foot, 206, 31-inch arms, 8-inch hands, 4.4, 1.54, 10-yard split. Who's his comparison? Garrett Wilson. They're saying he's a Garrett Wilson. I kind of see it, but I don't see it. It seems like he's a little bit bigger than Garrett Wilson. A little bit bigger. You know, will become a good starter with 2 years. It just depends on what team he goes to. If the team doesn't have receivers like that, he could definitely come in and have a lot of production. You know, but if the team already has receivers and they just want him to sit, then he'll get some PT, but he'll get less yards. So whatever team that he goes to, got to make sure that they don't have a receiver to see if they could get the best out of Luther Burden. You know, but I don't think the Dolphins will get this guy. I don't think so. You know, his practice clips just looked amazing to me. So I just wanted to go over it. I did. I did. Plus, he's not like a receiver that I'm in love with in this draft. He's not. I'd rather take a Jack Beck from TCU, Savion Williams from TCU. Those guys, I like those guys right there. Most definitely. Let me see what else I got for y'all. Let me see what else I got for y'all. All right, right here we got Chris Sims. He's gonna talk about Travis Hunter.
I don't know if he can cover.
We're gonna hear him out in regards to how we probably feel about Will Johnson. Let's check this out. Hold on real quick.
Everybody assumed he could, so they didn't throw it his way.
Yeah, you got to look at plays where you go, yeah, the ball doesn't go his way, but he doesn't know it's not going his way, right? He's covering a guy man-to-man, running a 20-yard comeback route. He doesn't know, so you just got to go, wait, let's just see how he does it. How does he do? He doesn't know the ball's not coming. Oh, okay, he was all over him. Wow, unbelievable ability to break down, put his foot in the ground and break on the ball or break on the route to break on the ball if it was there, which it's not. But, yeah, and this is a position, too, that's nuanced now in the NFL. Safeties are no longer safeties. The Ronnie Lott safety days are over, right? Those guys are now kind of linebackers. Now we're seeing safeties who can play man-to-man and play corner and do all this type of different stuff. And you got to think about nickels who will come up and help in the run game and the RPO and the read option game. So the position in the secondary has changed greatly. And teams have a lot of different approaches. Now, I'm one, just to preface my rankings and everything here, I'm one that first off, I put the most value in the guy that goes, I got him for 40 plays. It's me and him. Bam, right? That's Patrick Surtain. That's your Derek Stingley's. That's your Sauce Gardner a little bit finally last year. Your Christian Gonzalez up in the New England, right? Those are your top guys in the sport right now. That's what they do. So I put more value in that than, the guy's a really good player. I know he can get an interception. He's a good tackler. I'm first going through, can he play man-to-man and lock people down Deion Sanders style? And that's where I kind of favor the corners in this kind of conversation.
Well, let's see the list. Travis Hunter was the number one receiver. Where does he land on the cornerback rankings for Chris Sims for the 2025 draft? He comes in at number 2.
You know, any of these guys could be available there for the Dolphins, except for Travis Hunter. It's crazy how Will Johnson is ranked above Travis Hunter at cornerback, but Travis Hunter will probably go before Will Johnson because he does play receiver as well. Maxwell Harrison, the 4.28 guy. Darian Porter, Siobhan Ravel. I wouldn't mind any of these guys on the Dolphins. Wouldn't mind it. I would not mind it.
Ooh.
This is wild. I can't believe this.
Let's take it from the top. You love cleaning this counter.
What?
In fact, Clorox's latest experiment proved you enjoyed it more than a manicure.
My bad, man.
I don't even know myself anymore.
Rethink what makes you feel good.
Behind Will Johnson, Island Corner Supreme, guy who worked out yesterday and didn't run the 40. He hasn't been showing off his long speed, creating the concern, Chris, that maybe there's an issue with the long speed. What did you see on film?
I don't see it. Like, I understand that. And I don't think he's a blazer, right? If I had to watch film and just gauge that, I'd go, yeah, he's not like 4.28 like Maxwell Harrison was out of Kentucky or Darian Porter out of Iowa State who ran a 4.3 flat. I don't think he's that, but I think he's probably 4.39, 4.41. But it's the other stuff that makes him special, Mike. One, he's a prototype. He's built like a Patrick Surtain. So he's big, and he's going to be able to match up against the bigger receivers. But in short areas, he's going to be able to move and match up with those quick jitterbug-type guys as well. So that's where he's special, Mike. He's got an unbelievable ability for a bigger corner to plant his foot, change direction. Oh, wait, the guy's going this way. Now he's breaking out. I can stop and mirror that and go right back out with him. He's got phenomenal ball skills. He's got phenomenal football IQ. I don't think there's any doubt he's the best corner in the draft. He is the guy, and I think if he doesn't hurt his foot last year, he's a guy that I think probably goes in the top 10 or 12, like no question. I'd be shocked if he's not gone in the top 15 to 20, that's for sure.
I'm intrigued by the tier name that you gave to Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Honey Buffalo.
You want it? So there's Honey Badger, right? We know who Honey Badger is. Like Travis Hunter is a guy that he is not my cup of tea as far as the outside corner. That's not what he is. He's not Dion. He's not the guy that's going to lock down the best receivers in football. He has real issues.
I don't know about that, but at the same time, if he's playing all those snaps, it could be possible. It could be possible, man.
With long speed. All right, and you can see that even at receiver. That's why he doesn't go for 70 and 80-yard touchdowns. He goes for a lot of 30 and 40 great plays. He's more quick and shifty than he is necessarily just blazer fast, right?
That's true.
So I don't think he's an outside corner, right? You're not going to trust him one-on-one versus Malik Neighbors or Justin Jefferson all game. No way. No way. So I made him Honey Buffalo because he's more like Honey Badger. He's an awesome secondary player. Yeah, he can play a little outside corner, but we don't want to make that where he really is, right? This is like a Honey Badger was coming out of LSU. But he'll be awesome at nickel because he'll tackle. He's got great feel. He can match some of those jitterbug type of receivers. We just want to drop him in the middle of the field and be a ball hawking safety. He's got great feel for the game that way. So he's more about really good, awesome secondary player, not necessarily that island lockdown, shutdown guy. And we know, I mean, his hands are great. His interception skills are great. So that's where I made him number 2, Mike. But he doesn't excite me like some of the other guys do, mano y mano, lock you down style, like some of the other guys on my list.
So if you're a GM and you draft Travis Hunter, where do you put him?
I'm going receiver. Right? I don't think there's any doubt about that. He, to me, as a receiver, can be a guy right away from year one who has 90 receptions and 1,200 yards, and you can formulate an offense around his skill set, right? DB, hey, I like him. I get him. But, like, I wouldn't draft Travis Hunter, the DB, in the top 10. Let me just say that. And I wouldn't even think twice as a receiver. Right? So, yeah, I would more go, I'm going to make him a receiver. Let's focus a lot of...
Yeah, receiver and get some packages at a slot cornerback. That's probably his best bet to be successful in the NFL.
Offense around him, and on the defensive side of the ball, at first, let's just give him a little package on third downs, and he could play nickel and be smart and get a feel that way, and we'll have him in the game 10, 15 snaps a game on the defensive side of the ball. That's the approach I would take from my evaluation, Mike.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see because, again, to our point from earlier, Travis Hunter would like to go to a place where they play him both ways at all times. But he has accepted the fact that he is going to be at the mercy of whatever the team that drafts him decides to do.
Yeah.
They can decide to play him receiver full-time, corner full-time, some of both, full-time both. Who knows? We'll see how that all plays out. Let's take a break.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. I was going to say one thing, just because I know you kind of like this stuff sometimes, and I just want you to keep it. I love Maxwell Harrison. It's 3 rockets up your ass. He plays the kind of style of football we love, right? It's go for it. It's kamikaze. He'll man you up. He's, I think, a special player. The guy that I want you to really keep your eye on is the guy in red, Darian Porter. He came into college as a receiver. He's been the best special teams player in Iowa State for the last 4 years.
Oh, wow.
And he's 6'3", right? He's close to 200 pounds. And his combine performance is one of the greatest combine performances in the history of football. It's not just it's anybody.
Oh, for real?
He is a freak of nature. But he's only played corner for 1 year, really, Mike. But when you watch him and the way he runs and moves, I would say there is no question he's one of the most physically gifted people in this draft. A draft where there's not a lot of freaks, he's one of them. Freaks in a good way, as we know. He's not going to go in the first round. I know that. But I think that somebody in round 2 has a chance to, like, get the steal of steals all time, right? He's better than Tariq Woolen coming out, right? We know he...
Oh, that's high praise right there. High praise from Chris Sims on Darian Porter. We probably have to search him up. You know, I was about to search up Will Johnson, but this might be the guy that we have to look up now.
He's a good damn player. I would say his skills are right up there with a Sauce Gardner when he came out. It's right up there with it. Except he just doesn't know how to play quite as well as Sauce, and he doesn't have as much film to go off of. But I just wanted to alert you to him because he's kind of one of my man crushers in the draft right now.
Good. Maybe the Vikings will take him when they're on the clock at the bottom of round 1 or round.
I got his highlights up on my end. 6'3", 193 pounds, 4'3". 4'3", that's insane right there. That's insane. This is like a cornerback that you build in a lab. And you telling me that he's going to be available in the second round and he run that fast at this size? Hey, sign me up, man. I don't even got to watch film on this guy. But I'm going to watch it anyway. Good pick. Yeah, it seems like a very big cornerback, man. You could definitely trust a guy like this on the outside against taller receivers, shorter receivers, 4'3". Ain't nobody really burning him like that. And then with his size 6'3", I think the tallest receiver is like 6'7". So he should be able to cover a guy who's 6'7". Should be able to. Darian Porter, Iowa State. We got to be careful. Yeah, we just watched this play. Him on outside. Good size for someone who's 6'3". Oh, good job reading that. Oh, that was a nice play right there. Yeah, he got locked down cornerback potential for real. I'm not going to lie. He got some potential. Long arms. Kind of hard to get away from him. Look at the pursuit. No way he gets this. No way. Hey, count me in, bro. Count me in. I'll take him in the second round. If he's there in the second round, we might have to trade up for this guy. Man. Insane. You get a guy like this, you don't even have to worry about Jalen Ramsey. You don't.
Another cyclone here in Darian Porter. It was a great week for Iowa State out there. Darian Porter, 6'3", 195 pounds, 33 1/8 inch arms. Obviously one of the bigger corners in attendance. He still posted jaw-dropping numbers. A 4.3 40-yard dash. I think he's one of the top press corners in this draft, and I think he pretty much locked up a day 2 slot in the draft now.
No, I agree with you completely. I don't know how the NFL looks at this guy and how successful Tariq Woolen has been, how successful Zion McCollum has been, and doesn't take it.
But they show a lot of flashes, man. They better than what we got right now.
Chance on those guys a little bit earlier, because if I remember correctly, Tariq Woolen was a 5th round pick, I believe. Those were like day 3 guys, and they have worked out at the NFL level. You take chances on these players who are long, have great length, but then that elite athleticism to them as well. Darian Porter, extensive track background. He was a multi-state title winner. I just feel as though the NFL at this time around is going to say, hey, 3rd round now. Somebody's going to take a chance on this guy in the 3rd round.
Another cyclone here.
3rd round, even better. We go O-line, D-line, then we go cornerback. This guy right here. This guy. I have a feeling either him or Cam Smith would end up showing that they will be a good cornerback in the NFL if we do get a guy like this. Good feeling. Yeah, we just watched this play right here. I'm surprised he only played 1 full official year playing cornerback. His pro comp, Joey Porter, faster, better broad jump, better vertical. And Joey Porter, he ended up being a very good cornerback for the Steelers. A very, very good cornerback. Yeah, I'm liking this guy right here. Definitely worth it. And they said that he played special teams as well.
It honestly never really crossed my mind. I pledged my allegiances to Coach Campbell. I wanted to be a part of, changing the trajectory of Iowa State. And, that's what I believed in. That's what my mission was, and I wanted to stick it out. What made me stay was just, Coach Campbell and his staff believed in me from the beginning. And, they always made me feel very welcome. I wasn't just a football player there. I was somebody's son. I was someone who they needed to mold into a man as well as a great football player.
Hold on, y'all.
It honestly never really crossed my mind. I pledged my allegiances to Coach Campbell. I wanted to be a part of, changing the trajectory of Iowa State. And, that's what I believed in. That's what my mission was. And I wanted to.
Let me see what other tip I got of his. Seemed like the Chiefs met up with him. Chiefs already know what's up. They know he's going to be a good player. They know it. Yeah, let me check out his 24/7 sports. All I'm going to say is do not let the Buffalo Bills get this guy. Please don't let that happen. Please. He's become one of the most valuable receivers in the country. Iowa State, they got some boys coming out, man. They got some boys coming out at Iowa State. Definitely producing. Let me see here. Yeah, I could just search it up. Darian Porter, Iowa State. Come on, man. 6'3", 195. Out of all places, he from Iowa. Out of all places. 33-inch arms. 149. 36.5-inch vertical. You see a guy like this makes you feel comfortable with the Dolphins not selecting Will Johnson because there is depth at cornerback, but you got to make sure that you don't wait too long for cornerback. Because I don't see too much of a fall off from Will Johnson to Chevelle Revel, the other cornerback that's available from Eastern Carolina, Darian Porter. They both 6'3", 200, running under 4.4s. Those are the two cornerbacks under Will Johnson. On top of that, you got Travis Hunter. So I don't know, man. This could definitely be a steal in the NFL. Could definitely be a steal in the NFL. Was a 3-star recruit coming out of Iowa. They saying he was a track guy. He was a receiver in high school, 6'4", 180. He had Minnesota, Nebraska, and that's it. Iowa State. And he chose Iowa. Maybe he had a hard time catching. He wasn't the best of catchers. But a receiver this big, you're always willing to invest in a guy with this size at receiver. But sometimes you see a guy who can't catch, but they play receiver you say, damn, imagine him at cornerback, and boom, you make that transition, and look, he's now going to enter the NFL draft and probably get drafted in the second or third round. Big accomplishment right there. Big accomplishment. Y'all let me know in the comments, man. Would this be somebody that y'all would pick up, man? Let me know. But I don't got no more top. I'm gonna play this one last video. Will Johnson, the cornerback that we all expecting to get at 13. But we gonna see.
The 2025 draft class is
Will Johnson, Michigan. He's the man. This is the prototype.
Those drills, they're going to be able to see everything. It ain't going to be nothing we left out. Like the actual standardized drills to high-low and coverage to man, man reps, off-man reps, press-man reps, literally everything. Movement, ball skills.
Bills, Browns, 49ers, Falcons, Eagles, Giants, Vikings, Tampa Bay, New York, Dolphins, Panthers, Steelers, Chiefs, Jets. It's not everybody. It might be in the A with y'all boys. Them sticky boys. I ain't nervous, bro. I'm just ready to get this shit done.
We already went through dynamic. Now we're about to do ball drills, same ones we always do. Then after ball drills, that's when we'll start the line drills. Pedal, like traditional pedal right turn, pedal left man turn. Ball then ball at the end, and then I went right to 3 turn.
He don't move like a 6'2" cornerback. He don't. He look like he like 5'11" right now.
Both ways, right, left, on a hash, or we going wherever you want to do it. Press bail, blind spot drill, still a good drill that, open bail, ball at the end of everything. We'll do W for 2 both ways, 90 for 2 both.
Like, you could give me Will Johnson just as long as you let me know, like, he could hold down this one side and Cam Smith could hold down the other side. Not even Cam Smith. If he could just hold down his side by himself, if he could do the same thing that Jalen Ramsey could do, but at a younger age, I'll take him in a heartbeat with our 13th overall pick. But we don't know if he's going to be that yet. We need a cornerback that's going to come in and be a game changer. We can't address that in the free agency. We can't address that via trade. We need all of our assets. So the only way to do that is through the draft. And if you see a guy like this and he could be that guy, take him. But he has the potential to be a cornerback that could shut down one side of the field. You just don't throw his way. He got that potential. A lot of the cornerbacks in this draft class do not have that potential, but Will Johnson, he got that. So he might be worth that 13th overall pick. My apologies. And he could definitely put a Band-Aid on that Jalen Ramsey trade that will probably happen.
Both ways. This is where it's going to be different from normal, what they used to seeing. Like the traditional 2x2 smash, shuffle outside, hollow, and then we'll work the man transitions, comeback, curl, line drills, one side, press. I feel like that's enough.
Will Johnson. Both of us up there.
The legacy wall. Shit, yeah. Where my team at, man? I think these Big Ten championship teams. I'm up here 3 times.
91 right there.
I ain't do as much time, bro. You got to charge that to the game, man.
That boy balling in Michigan.
Man, Coastal. Nation. It's a legendary group right here. 4 first rounders. Yeah, it's a great class.
That's for my sister. She be posted up right here.
So right now we just getting down to the east side. About to show y'all a little bit of downtown. Show you these parts and hit the crib. Hit it on the way back. My mama calling me right now. I mean, it's Detroit, bro. I mean, ain't nothing too crazy view-wise or weather-wise, but we got everything we need. It's a hard-nosed culture, like, a lot of gritty people, a lot of people, work hard, blue-collar type mentality. But yeah, you still got the fashion side. You still got a lot of great athletes, rappers. We got a lot of special people that come out of here. It's just they don't shine a light on it as much because it's really like just Detroit and Michigan, you know what I'm saying? That's the Lions. To the right, that's the Tigers. This is Fox Theater. That's what Gunna's concert was that we went to last year. Little Caesars, that's the basketball arena. A lot of concerts and stuff.
He probably would really want to go to the Lions, probably.
Stuff up in there too. Try to get on one of them billboards soon. Get on one of these walls. I think Aiden had a big old mural up here. I probably got to play for the Lions for that, so that ain't gonna happen. Downtown coming back.
You know that's not gonna happen.
A lot of new stuff being built. You got like a new like Gucci store, all type of new hotels. That's Spirit of Detroit. That's like a big monument out here. I got that tatted on me. Running through there, that's like how you get to Canada. And then it's just, I think it's called the Ambassador Bridge. You can cross that and get to Canada and shit, 20 minutes. Windsor, Canada. I can show you the high school Jay Reed and all them went to. King. That's damn near like where I really grew up though. Like my dad played there. He coached there all my childhood. I used to be running around there in little jerseys, being the ball boy. Yeah, this Jefferson. It's like the main road over here on the east side. Go-to food spot, we just passed one. It's called Bucharest. It's like a Mediterranean type spot. Shawarmas and all that shit fire. Best shawarma I ever had. That spot called Daysay. It's right next to it. Best wings, some of the best wings out here. He had a spot called Alabama Style Fish and Chicken. So I used to be in there like, that's just where we used to hang out. Being up in there, used to call me the little chicken man. I love chicken wings, so I stayed up in there. Did all my training, all my working out with Pops. We did a lot of that here. Still can remember my first pick, getting that interception. I had like a crazy little one-hand pick my freshman year. So at South, I was the first player to ever start on varsity as a freshman. Like, here you got to really go freshman team.
Yeah, that's official right here. That's official. You starting on varsity as a freshman, that's how you know you're making it to the league. That's how you know you're making it to the league right there.
JV team, didn't go to varsity, so I was the first one to like skip all that they had seen around here. So my freshman year, Loki made a lot of plays. I gotta put some of that in there so y'all can see that. Southern Miss offered me that January after the season. They came. No, they texted me, let me know that they was gonna offer me. That was a crazy feeling. Crazy feeling just being in class, getting that text. You know, my heart stopped. I felt like I was just shaking. You know, that moment finally was here. So that was a crazy moment. Really getting your first offer and breaking that barrier. Because you know, once you get that first one, all of them start rolling in. So that was definitely a special moment. Then after that, Coach Klink, he came and offered me in Kentucky. Got my first P5 offer. And then it all circled around back. I ended up playing with Coach Klink at Michigan, so that was sweet.
I want to come back and get a workout in here sometime. Just to feel like we'd be out here like
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. Yeah. Might hit the track one day, then do some DB work. I think we should be out here grinding.
We should be up here every day, hooping.
To me, there's no question.
Hey, we're not gonna go through the whole thing, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta go to sleep.
The top corner in the draft.
It's the pro day.
Shit, I'm ready to go, man. Ready to quiet all the talk. You know what it is. Just another day in the office. Just another day on the turf with OD, that's it. Hey. Shit, we so good.
I just wish he ran that 40, man. Wish he ran that 40. I thought he could have got like a high 4.3. High 4.3. That's good enough right there.
33 and a half.
Oh,
There you go. 36 and a half. There you go. Got it. Will Johnson, 37.
I think that 40, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, 40.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, come on, right now, through to the hash, right here. Yep.
I got one get up. That's all I had, man.
I'm saying I didn't get to do no practice reps or none of that shit.
Man said 30, 40 minutes. We had 5 minutes, man.
Once we come back from water, that's when we're gonna do the line drills, pedal open. Do all the line drills on the hash, boom, water. Come back W, 90s, boom, water. Come back field, right after the field, we need no more water. Once we go to field, there's only 4 reps. Right to press, and then we done. Flip it to you, flip it to him. Break. Yep, drop. We go. Break. That's Will. Will, y'all starting at the flip. There we go. My fault, Will. Flip. There we go. The rep. Flip. There we go. Good rep. Flip. There we go. Nice. Turn.
You look smooth.
There we go. Ah, fuck. There go. Turn. Ball. There we go. Good rep. Drop. There we go. Right back into it. Smooth. Drop. There we go. Good rep. Drop. There we go. Smooth. Drop. There we go. Good rep.
Yeah, he a number 1 cornerback, man. Number 1 cornerback. First year, I'm telling you right now. It's like a younger version of Jalen Ramsey. You know, probably not going to be as good, but, you know, he's going to be good enough for the Dolphins first year if we have to go cornerback. Definitely going to be good enough.
You good? Ready? Read. Speed. Break. There we go. Good rep. Speed. Break. Accelerate.
Boy, focus.
Finish it. There we go. Not bad. Blue 18. Say go. Open. Flat. Nice. Way to go up and get it. Say go squeeze. Get back out. 7. Nice, Will. Good right. Good grab. Good track. Be detailed. You straight, Will? Say go. Open. Drop. Finish it. Nice. Good rep, boy.
Hopefully he's coachable. Seems like a coachable guy. No copyright, man. No copyright. I'm going to show y'all one more thing. I compared Jalen Ramsey's RAS to Will Johnson's RAS. Will Johnson 6'2". Jalen Ramsey 6'1". Will Johnson 194. Weight of Jalen Ramsey 209. Bench 14. Will Johnson, I think he could have got 10 probably if he performed. 10. 441. He probably would have got the same thing as Jalen Ramsey or better. Same thing or better. 20-yard split, same thing or better. 10-yard split, same thing or worse. Vertical jump, he had a 37. Jalen Ramsey had a 41.50. So he's not going to get up there like Jalen Ramsey. But, you know, we hoping his height could help him in regards to getting up there with any receiver instead of the vertical. You know, broad jump 11.3. I don't know if his broad jump is this good. I'm not too sure. You know, I just wish he did the combine, man, so we can compare to see, hey, maybe this guy is the next Jalen. Maybe. You know, but, hey, man, that's the end of this stream. Appreciate all y'all who tuned in and a lot of y'all who stayed until 1 o'clock in the morning, man. Love y'all, man. Please leave a like and comment and subscribe. Help your boy get to that 10K. That 10K is on its way. Shout out to B and McD. I can't believe Chris Sims said start Hunter at wide receiver. I mean, what, you want a DB? You want a DB? I'm not too sure. Not too sure, man. The Browns, they got Denzel Ward and Greg Newsome, and they only have Jerry Jeudy, so they would definitely start him at receiver and let him play some snaps at DB when he goes to the Browns. I think it's gonna be Cam Ward 1, Travis Hunter 2. That's what I think. But before I end
Welcome
the stream,
to
let me play this
DGE
one ad
Merchandise,
real quick.
your one-stop shop for everything you need. Whether you're shopping for yourself or looking for the perfect gift, we've got you covered. Check out DGE Merchandise website for all your latest gear for the National Football League and more. Every sale helps the channel grow to bigger and better things, and we wouldn't be here without your support. Shop with confidence knowing that we offer top-quality products at unbeatable prices. Ready to find your next favorite product? Visit dgmerchandise.com today and start shopping. We're always here to make your shopping experience easy, fast, and fun.
Yeah, y'all go get that merch, man. Would definitely be appreciated. But hey, if you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe for more content. Help people get to that 10K. That 10K is on its way. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man. DG.